Hello, and thank you for viewing this video. Today we're going to look at one of the most confused areas for marketing on the World Wide Web using social media and identify the big mistake. Over the last 5 years, the internet has seen an explosion in the numbers of people using social media websites. However, what started out with younger people simply exchanging experiences and swapping photos in the chat rooms has, in a very short space of time, grown into a full-blown industry. This coming together of individuals in one place who themselves share a common interest provides a growing opportunity for consumer and corporate marketing. Business owners are attracted like bees around a honey pot. The question is how to get at the honey. The present consensus amongst the marketing experts is that the best way to gain attention of these social butterflies is to make lots of friends on sites like Facebook, build fan pages on MySpace and YouTube, complete profiles on the websites like LinkedIn and StumbleUpon, set up Twitter accounts and to tweet every day. Are you beginning to see the mistake yet? The business owner interested in marketing through social websites has begun a networking initiative, looking for suspects who might just one day turn into a prospective buyer, who might just one day turn into an actual customer. In the offline sales world, this is not far from thumbing through the telephone directory and phoning people to see if they can find someone who is interested in your product. It used to be called cold calling. In the terms of the World Wide Web, this is regarded as networking. By networking in the social media websites, the business owner is setting off down the wrong path right from the start. One of the biggest mistakes that internet marketers make is believing that they can start a social media marketing campaign inside a social media network. You know, people join social media networks because they have a common interest with other members of that network. They don't join so that they can be bombarded daily by network friends shouting, "Look at me, look at me." There are lots of people on the internet who will try to sell you a program that will get you more followers on Twitter, for example. And I challenge anyone who sells such a program to prove that having thousands of followers leads directly to sales, income, or even profit. And if you are tempted to buy such a program, ask for tangible, concrete, provable results that shows its effective way to make money. In other words, show me the money. You know, social media marketing and social media networking are two very different initiatives. If you try to do one inside of the other, you are bound for disaster. There is a clear and distinct order in which you engage social media for business benefit. If you try to do the networking bit before the marketing bit, you are using your resources very, very inefficient and will quickly become demoralized, if not broke. Most people have it wrong. They network with people in an attempt to build their businesses, otherwise called prospecting. But it isn't prospecting, it's little more than cold calling. What is more, it's a huge waste of resources and energy and almost impossible to track the return on the investment. And should anyone try to persuade you otherwise, ask them to show you their tangible results. Here's what I do. I create a social media marketing campaign for every web page, article, blog post that I write. And then I network with the people that I receive from the social media marketing campaign. I don't network with people on Twitter, Facebook or LinkedIn. I would rather network with people on my blog and people that I pull into my virtual personal network as a result of my social media marketing initiative. I only need to network in one place, not many places. The people that I draw into my private network are prospects. These are the people that I network with. Most make the mistake of trying to network with everyone in a vain attempt to pull in some prospects. This is backwards. They social media network in an effort to begin a social media marketing campaign. Do you see the problem there? Now, how do you create a social media marketing campaign? Well, here's how I do it. I publish a new item. I prefer to use a blog, but it can be a web page or an article. I then syndicate the post across several social news sites with a large market share, places like Dig and Mix, Social Medium, so lots of people to see it. And then increase the visibility of the syndications by garnering comments, votes and shares on each of the networks where I've syndicated my blog post. Now, I'm a member of a syndicate called Synd, who will do this on my behalf. As content gains votes and comments, it becomes more visible to a larger and larger audience. And a very short space of time, sometimes just hours, I will start to see an almost immediate increase in traffic to my new blog post. The blog post has been indexed by Google and ranked higher than usual, usual being if I had not syndicated my blog post to social network. A steady increase in traffic as the visibility of my content is increased through social voting and commenting, and a steady and automatic spread of my content from the original networks that I syndicated to other networks as other people spread my content through bookmarks, inbound links from blog posts, mentions in forums and places like that, and a steady and increasing amount of targeted traffic arriving at my blog post, and a steady and increasing number of people who opt in or subscribe to my RSS feed or download my free report or whatever because they are interested in what I publish. These are prospects. And all of this is measurable, and I have a clear and definitive return on investment. Now, my investment in the case of this video was 2 days of writing, producing and editing. It took me 5 minutes to submit the video to the Synd network, and I spent no time in increasing the visibility of my content because the Synd network handles that for me. I spent no time spreading my content because I made sure it was educational, enlightening and or entertaining, and so it will spread from network to network automatically because people find it interesting. So in total I spent a couple of days creating this video, The Big Mistake. The video will draw traffic, action, opt-ins, RSS subscribers, report downloaders and sales, all measurable, all repeatable. And after I begin pulling in prospects, then, and only then, will I begin to social media network, start networking with prospects. I don't network to gain prospects. I only network with prospects that I have gained through social media marketing, and I network with them through my personal or corporate blog, email, or in my private personal network. And the beauty of it all is that I only ever have to do it once. Once I have created the social media marketing campaign and syndicated it, it runs all by itself. I never even have to touch it again. It's set it and forget it. Now, if you've seen my presentation, Marketing Definition of Social Media Syndication, you will know that marketing campaigns that I and my colleagues started in 2007 are still running today and still generating income, yet they have hardly been touched since inception. Now, why are they still successful? Well, simply because they provide information that other people find and will continue to find entertaining, educational and or enlightening. My colleague Charles Heflin has called this the perpetual internet traffic machine. Now, if you have yet to see the video, do a Google search on social syndication system and look amongst the video results for marketing definition of social media syndication. I'm quite confident that you will find it. Now, does all of this make sense? If it does, then you may want to view the next presentation, Virtual Personal Networks.